Well, hey there. My name is Dr. Jennifer Gardella. If you found your way to this video, you are searching for an expert to help you with your digital content to attract ideal clients into your family law firm. I understand how hard it is to find the right expert to work with. Now, I have often made the claim, and this video will explain why not only am I an expert in digital marketing, but also while I understand any type of divorce client that you are trying to attract. So first, let's get to my expertise. I've been involved in digital marketing. I've owned my business now for 10 years. At the very start, I was actually the director of marketing for a law firm, a family and divorce lawyer in central New Jersey. It was a highly competitive market. The website for the firm had fallen off the first page of Google, and through my efforts of learning everything that we needed to do, we regained the top spot. It was a lot of work rewriting the website, starting to blog, and also putting out a strategic social media campaign. But I learned from the experts and we pulled it off within 6 months. We won back that first page. So that's all of my expertise part. And again, I've been in the field for 10 years. However, I also know your ideal client better than just about anybody. And that's because I myself have been through 2 divorces. Not something I'm necessarily proud of, but something I bring into my work to make a positive out of what's happened to me in my life. So let me tell you a little bit about that. In my first divorce, it was your standard 16-year marriage. We had 3 children. We did have some assets, including a house and cars. We also had some debts, including credit cards and a HELOC. So I understand the standard trappings of what your ideal clients are trying to divide, what their questions they're asking of Google when they search, and what they have to hear from you in with each of those particular constructs of their divorce agreement. Now, my first husband and I divorced with tremendous peace. We had started the mediation process and then made the galactic error of deciding to save money and write the divorce ourselves. As you can imagine, we made a lot of mistakes. However, through untangling those mistakes, I learned a lot about what needs to be done. So not only can I share with your ideal clients through your wording on your website how those mistakes can occur if you do it yourself, I can also share the details, not of fixing them, but of how you protect them. So let's move on. After my first marriage, I then got remarried. So I understand what it's like to have to worry about a blended family, how custody agreements have to be changed. I did move to a different state, as did my ex-husband, so that I could get remarried. And I understand what it's like to then want to put in place a prenuptial agreement for yourself. It's a second marriage. We blended with children. Are you ready? My first husband then passed away. So not only do I have intimate knowledge about holding children up through the death of that other parent, which is rare, however, we learned the very important lesson of why it is critical to have life insurance. I then walked the path of having to determine how to find health insurance for my children. I'm a small business owner. They were insured by their father. So we had to scramble. We had to scramble to tie up loose ends with their college savings funds. What do we do with the life insurance money? All of that went into that time when John passed away. Unbeknownst to me, while I was remarried at that time, unbeknownst to me, I was living in a marriage of domestic violence. So I know exactly now, after 3 years of healing, what that healing and abuse looks like. I know the importance of safety planning. I know how to guide people through an escape. I know the resources that your ideal clients need when they're in this situation. I also know a lot about post-separation abuse, how your clients need to file for a protection order, a PFA, or a restraining order, depending on where you are practicing, and also how to survive a battle if you are divorcing an abuser or a narcissist. In that process, and it with great reflection, and partly given what I do, I also took the time to really analyze the battle plan of my ex-husband's, my second husband. So he wanted a battle, and that's what he waged. So I know what that looks like. And if you are interested in attracting clients like that into your practice, which many attorneys are because of the fees involved, which is completely reasonable, I know how to write your content there as well. So not only do I know what kinds of ideal clients you may be looking for, some attorneys just want to practice mediation, some just want arbitration clients, some want to represent clients that are going to go gracefully through the process, and others do want those clients that want those days in court. I get it, and I can write that content. I also know the nitty gritty of what goes into each divorce. And most importantly, I know how to write it without the legal verbiage. My job when I work for you is going to be to ensure that the culture and beliefs of your law firm are infused into all of the writing. So that's it. That's why I am the ideal person to write the content for your website, your blog, and your social media accounts. I work closely with you and your staff so that on a regular basis, the SEO is building. You're writing those blogs and social media posts with keywords and SEO in mind. And then we also explore other areas and other things that you can be doing out there in the world. I have a lot of hints. There's a lot of very nuancy kind of wording that you need to put in. I can't wait to share it with you. The best place to get started, or the best way to get started, is to have a call with me. We'll get on the phone and we'll talk about what you're doing now. We'll talk about the types of ideal clients that you do want to attract, and then we'll go from there. So my link is below. I'll also link it in this video. And I look forward to talking with you. I look forward to finding 3 actionable steps that you and your staff can take as soon as possible so that you can start building your law firm, attracting those ideal clients, and winning more cases. Thanks so much for your time. Bye-bye.